Shalom everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Shabbat, Parashat Noach. Parashat Noach, obviously, the main thing in the parasha is the Mabul. God decides to flood the world and destroy everything. Everything that was there beforehand is going to be destroyed. Nothing's going to remain. What is this about? Friday night. Bezrat Hashem, we don't know what Friday night's going to be like this year. Where's it going to be? Who's going to be where? So much has happened since Friday night, 2 weeks ago. It's hard to believe. In Friday night, the last Mizmor Tehillim we say, before the Chadodi, we mention the Mabul. We say Adonai Mabul Yashav, Shabbat, a day of connection to God, of sensing God, being there together with Him, leaving all of the day-to-day things that we need to do and just connecting to God. And how do we enter in? Mabul. Mabul, what's that got to do with anything? What? Flooding, destroying, devastation. That's everyone's got nice white shirts, going to shul, singing. What do we say? What do we think? What is this Mabul about? It reminds me always of a story I might have mentioned already sometime this week about Rabbi Horowitz, where students asked him on Shabbat Parashat, and he started speaking about the first Rashi, about Am Yisrael. They told him, but yes, why do you speak about that? Listen first to Parashat of the Chumash, speak about other things, nature, creation. He said, you guys are right. At the beginning, God created a world, and there were trees and flowers and birds and animals and human beings. Everything was perfect. And what happened to the world? Ki mal'ah ha'aretz chamas. Nenim hashchitam. They have to be destroyed, because it's full of Hamas. Rashi says, Gezel, people take what's not theirs. Other people's possessions, other people's lives, other people alive. People take, destroy, ruin. World like that can't be. What's the solution? Sometimes we want to fix things. Sometimes we can't. Abraham wants to fix Sodom. God says, no, this one you can't fix. And the Mabul also. God says, what's the solution? Control all, delete. Everything goes. Everything is destroyed. The descriptions, how much water out, floods everything, everything's covered, everything's destroyed. Everything melts into nothing. And then what? Then we can start over again, fresh. And many years later, there'll be Avraham Avinu, and there'll be Am Yisrael, and there'll be Torah, and there'll be good and light, and the world will become a better world. We're still on the way to what it should be. We haven't yet reached there. But in order to get there, sometimes you have to wipe things out. Sometimes there has to be a Mabul, because there are conceptions that are wild, there are ideas that are bad, there are things that have to be wiped out. And once in a while, that's what God does. Once in a while, when we come to every Shabbat, every week, we need to totally stop everything we're doing. Halachically, a person on Shabbos has to see as if kilu kol melachto asuya. You have to imagine as if everything, that there's nothing still to you. You need to forget about everything you're doing the whole time. Leave it alone. And then start off fresh on Sunday, after you've been through a Shabbos. Also in the life of the nation, 50 years ago, there was a total collapse of all of the conceptions. Defense conceptions, military conceptions, and more than that, the way people approach life. That's the reason they didn't evaluate things properly. Unfortunately, today again, the price is terrible. A Mabul, that's terrible. You hear the stories, they're devastating, they're heartbreaking, they're ruining, but we know that it happens, that something better, new, can grow out of it. It's part of the way things are moving forward. That's what the Mabul was about. That's what we're living through is about. בעזרת השם, ונקם ישיב לצריו, וכיפר אדמתו עמו. And בעזרת השם, we'll be zoche to see how it all becomes better, because we're fighting for the good, for the purity, for eliminating the bad. בעזרת השם, Shabbat Shalom.